Hi, what's going on, guys? We are back with another recap of the Portimão Grand Prix weekend, and we're gonna start off with a MotoGP class. The sprint race top 5 was as follows. Pecco Bagnaia won it ahead of Jorge Martin, Marc Marquez, Jack Miller and Maverick Vinales. The actual race top 5 on Sunday was Pecco Bagnaia again won it from Maverick Vinales, Marco Bezzecchi, Johan Zarco and Alex Marquez. The championship top 5 is like this. Pecco Bagnaia is first, followed by Maverick Vinales, Marco Bezzecchi, Johan Zarco and Jack Miller. My rookie to watch, because there's only one, Augusto Fernandez had a tough race, but he took home some points in 13th in the normal race. And my underdog to watch, Alex Marquez, rode a stunning race. He was battling for 4th during all the race, defending from several KTM branded attacks on the name of Jack Miller and Brad Binder. In the end, it was Zarco who overtook him in the last lap, so Alex stranded in a nice 5th place. The kudos of the week go to Pecco Bagnaia for delivering under pressure from Vinales and getting a nice win in both of the races, that is. And the sad part of the week, well, there were actually a couple. First, there was the crash of Pol Espargaro, who injured himself badly. He had a crash and he flew into the barriers, which hurt him badly and it didn't look too good, but he's in the hospital now and he's fine, luckily. And later on, the crash of Enea Bastianini, who unfortunately broke his right shoulder after Luca Marini collided with him and he was thrown off his bike. And then at last, the talking point of the weekend, the collision of Marc Marquez, who lightly clipped the side of Jorge Martin and then torpedoed himself in the side of Miguel Oliveira, the home hero, who had to be stretchered away unfortunately, so I hope everyone that's involved in all crashes will heal up soon. Oliveira is sitting out the Argentinian round. Marc Marquez is doing the same because he broke his right thumb or something on his hand, if I remember correctly. Marc Marquez has also been given a double long lap penalty for the next race or the Argentinian round. The FEM stewards did something great. I mean, you can follow it on Twitter, but it's some bullshit. But if you really want to follow it, you can find it on the Journo's Twitter's accounts. They all explain it in great detail. And then a wild win prediction for the Argentinian round. I'm going for a repeat of last year's winner. I think Aleix Espargaro can win it. Then moving over to the Moto2 class, the race of 5 was as follows. Pedro Acosta won it ahead of Aaron Canet, Tony Arbolino, Philip Salach and Manuel Gonzalez. The championship top 5 is the same as the race of 5, that's pretty obvious. Then my rookie to watch, Sergio Garcia. He took home a point in 15th on his Moto2 debut, so that's good. My underdog to watch, Albert Arenas, rode a solid race. He finished in 8th. And the kudos of the week go to Pedro Acosta for withstanding the pressure of Aaron Canet, that is, and delivering on the expectations because he was seen as a title favorite by many guys. Then I don't really have a sad part of the week, so we'll skip it. And then a special mention for Bo Benschneider, who unfortunately crashed out of the race after contact with Alonso Lopez. Also for Zonta van der Hoorberg, who retired from the race because of sickness, so that's unfortunate. And for Barry Baltus, who was in and around the top 10 for a long time. In the end, he finished in a nice 12th position. Then a wild win prediction for Argentina. I think Pedro Acosta could go back to back. Then let's head over to the Moto3 class. The race of 5 was as follows. Dani Holgado won it ahead of David Munoz, Diogo Moreira, Jose Antonio Rueda and Joe Masia. Obviously the championship top 5 is the same as the race top 5. And my rookie to watch, Jose Antonio Rueda, made a name for himself on his debut by just finishing off the podium. He was 4th and an excellent race by the young Spaniard. Then my underdog to watch, Tatsuki Suzuki, didn't have the best of races, but he took home 2 points in 14th. And the kudos of the week go to the front pack for yet again making it an exciting race to watch. Seriously, if you're not watching Moto3, you're missing out on a lot of great racing. Then the sad part of the week was just after the finish line when Joel Kelso rode into the back of the celebrating Holgado. It looked nasty, but I hope Joel doesn't have any huge injuries. Then a special mention for Golan Weyer. He is a Dutchie who had his Moto3 debut and he finished in 12th, so that's pretty good. And then wild win prediction, I think Diogo Moreira could win it in Argentina. So that was it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like or subscribe if you haven't already. Please give me some feedback. I saw some people commenting on my last video, so that's very nice to have some interaction, to talk with people who are also big MotoGP fans. Until then, stay safe, have a good one, enjoy the Argentinian round. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.